Part 2 of our release this month with PMC 66, this adorable little plate covered in birds and snowmen. I'm going to put together a look. We are working over top of Baby Blanket Blue number 79 from Coco and Claire and Lost in Bermuda number 298. So we've taken the Baby Blanket Blue and put it all over the nail, and then I've taken a little wee bit of the Lost in Bermuda and just kind of pulled it up the tip just a tiny bit. You can see just sort of looks like it's been, I don't know, snow kissed maybe, but the rest of it is just flat. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on top of today. Let's get started. I'm going to do our branches. Here is a 1, 2, 3. We've got 2 kind of wood grain colors and then a little snow cap to put over top. I'm going to go 115 and 56. So a little bit different tones here. So 115, make sure it's nice and mixed. And that's going to be our first layer. And I'm going to do this, I hope, my plan is to do this over 2 nails. So let's see how that goes. Get things a little moved off to the side here so we've got some working room. Hopefully I haven't waited too long with this, but let's see. We're going to scrape it and lift it right away. I think we're okay. Well, got a little tiny bit of a void in here, but we're coming with a second layer, so let's not worry about it, and we'll see how that goes together when we put it down and put that second layer on. So I'm going to use these two because they're going to be side by side in my mani, and I'm going to put down one side. I don't know if it's going to go far enough. Well, okay, you know what? Let's bring it right there. That can be the end of our branch. Tuck those guys down so they're not sticking up, and we're just going to have to clean that off with a little bit of polish remover. No big deal. Okay, let's clean this guy off. When I scraped that first layer, I went over top of the second layer, so got to make sure it's nice and clean and nice and dry. And then we're going to go with our darker color, number 56. Make sure this guy's nice and mixed. I always just kind of give it a little rock and roll, or roll it between your fingers, just to make sure that that pigment is all mixed in, because these guys are hyperpigmented, so there's a lot of pigment in there. Scrape, lift right away. Nice. Get rid of our extras here. Lots of cute little leaves. Stuff on top. Okay. So I'm going to grab these one at a time. Little simpler. Line up that detail there. Go right onto that next one. Don't wait. So we don't want that to dry and then not be transferable. And give it a push. And there we go. We've got our kind of a continuous branch over 2 nails here. Now we can come along and put some cute little birds up there. I'm just going to take my corner of my spot where I wipe off my scraper and kind of fine tune this, little spots where we had some extra. Better to get that now in case we have a little birdie in front that we don't want to have to work around. Okay, where's my cleaner here? Get this guy cleaned up. Okay, now these little birds are a lot of fun. They're a bunch of layers. And you'll be surprised how easily they actually do pop together. They're actually pretty obvious. So let's do this little guy down here, right along the bottom. So we've got three different colors for our bird. And if you look on our little cheat sheet, you can see we've gone kind of a peachy color, a bit of a soft brown, and then a darker brown. You can do any variation, any colors, any color bird you want to do. This just basically gives you a guideline and something to go by if you're stuck for ideas. So I'm going to, these two guys were what I pictured. And I'm going to give him a white body, or a white kind of face, instead of a peachy one. So that's his little face right there. And that's what I'm going to start with. And there's his little face. And we're going to put him, picturing our branch here, picturing how tall this little guy is going to be. He's the one with the little stripy shirt. And I'm going to put him right there. The start of my little bird. So there's his face. Now the next section is body, and then we've got wings and feet. So there's our lift. Clean off those little extras. So his little face, then this is just going to slip in around like so. And now we're going to go to his wings and his feet. And this is where we hope that his feet end up looking like they're sitting on a branch. I think we're there. You know what though? I got a little void in his wing. Where is it going to sit? Yeah, I don't want a void in his wing, so let's go again. Clean that up. Dry it off. Okay, and what color were we using? I think we're going to switch up the color too. 117. This lighter one. I think that's the same one. Okay. Clean off that scrape. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, so now his little wings and feet just tuck in there. So cute. And now it's time for his little hat. Okay, so hat-wise, I think I want to go pink and... Let's go pink and teal. Clean it off again here. And we'll go pink as our little base. And that is number 86. And there's our little hat. Now, if you look at this picture here, you can see where the little hat sits. Just kind of cups around his little head. Like so. And now let's do the teal. Those will be the stripes and the pom-poms. I've got number 37. It's actually a shimmery teal. Let's see how that looks. Shake it in there, Deb. There's his little hat. So cute. Okay, now he needs some eyes. So these little specks right here are his beak and his eye. And I think we should do those dark. Let's do them black. Now with this, you definitely need to be right there and ready to lift, because those are super, super tiny. Look at that. So if you don't wait at all, give it a quick scrape and go. You'll get all of that. And I'm just going to use the side of my sticky pad just to make sure it's clean. And now we are going to give him some expression. Just kind of aiming his little beak there. There we go. Our cute little guy sitting on the branch. You know what I just realized we didn't do though? I didn't do is I did not put the snow on this branch. So I guess in this particular scenario, this is pre-snow. Pre-snow. So let's add the snow to the other branch at least. So we've got snow on somebody's branches over here. The snow sits up in the center there. Yeah, we'll get a couple little pieces on this one. And let's use our shimmery for those two. Now when I'm rolling over top of that, I am not pushing. I'm literally just guiding it over top with the weight of that stamper. The lighter touch you use, the better the lift you're going to get. Okay, so we just aim that kind of for that center over there. And there's our little bit of snow. Now I wonder, based on where this guy is sitting, if we can tuck some snow in around him. Let's try. We have a clear stamper. We can do this. We can correct Deb's mess up. I mean, I guess it's up for interpretation whether it's a mess up or not. Some people like snow. Some do not. Myself, I'm a snow fan. Prefer it not be on the roads. That would be nice. Okay, so I can kind of put these wherever I want. So let's just put a little bit there. Careful not to touch that other one. And then this, let's put it in front of him. There. He's got a little snow on his branch too. So we've got our little birdie with his little hat all ready for more snow to come, I guess. Let's put a cute snowman, a big one, over here on the thumb. I'm going to use 34 to look right. Pick that up. Some people struggle picking up larger surface images like that. Same thing. Use light pressure when you roll. Almost no pressure. Same thing when you scrape. Extreme angle on that scraper. Light scrape. Don't need to scrape it 4 times. Just scrape it once. Just scrape it once. So a significant, deliberate scrape 1 time. And that way your polish doesn't have a bunch of time to start drying. If you picture scraping it 3 or 4 times, the first time you scrape it, it's already starting to dry. So if you continue to scrape it, it's just going to dry even more. Okay, next is our black. We've got his hat, his buttons, all the things that we want to be black like coal. If I can pick up my scraper, we'll continue on. Okay, I'm going to move this back just a little bit here so that I can get in with my stamper and immediately pick up. Okay, so we've got his cute little smile and his buttons, but his hat has a void, so we don't want that. Let's go again. Let's go again. Can't have a top hat that doesn't look perfect. A perfect gentleman. Gentleman snowman, this particular one. All right. Okay, so we're not going to wait this time. Scrape and lift. Right in behind. Boom, boom, done. And I'm looking at his face. His little buttons just kind of slide into place, as does the hat. Super cute. All right, this next image, we have a few things going on. We have the band on his hat. We have his sweater. Scarf. Word gone, out of head. Okay, we've got his scarf, and we also have his carrot nose. So we're gonna need an orange. What do we want for oranges here? Let's use like a really orange. So let's go number 14. Now I'm gonna pop these into place. I'm going to do his scarf to match the hat of our cute little birdie over there in number 37. Let me just zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. So I've just put number 37 where the scarf is. I'm putting number 14 where his orange nose is, and number 86 for the band of his hat. Now, we've taken a while doing that, so don't mess around. We're going to scrape and lift. So I went away so as not to contaminate the colors and mix them together. Okay, I'm going to pull back here a little bit again. And then we're going to go back to this guy, and I'm going to aim for his nose, his scarf, and the band of his hat. Maybe we'll aim for the band of his hat. And let everything else just fall into place. Oh gosh, he's so cute. He's just so cute. I love this guy. Adorable. Okay, let's do a little bit of cleanup here, because there was a little bit of extra kind of bits that ended up here and there, which I don't love. Okay, I feel like he needs something else. We need a snowflake or something. Oh, look what we've got. Let's go. Clean that all up. What color? What color? You know what? Let's go white. Let's take our number 34 and we're going to put the word snowman on here. Don't worry, we're also going to do a snowflake. I feel like it needs both. Not perfect. Go again. Clean us off. We're cleaning off over here on sticky pad, just FYI. If you're new to our little zoo here, always use the sticky pad to clean off our stampers. Clean off my scraper just a little bit. Okay, number 34. Make sure that's dry. Okay, I'm going to scrape a little bit harder this time. I was a little light on the scrape. That's better. Okay, clean up our extras. let's put snowman down here. Over on the side. But they're too far apart, so I'm going to do it carefully. And kind of separate the two. Snowman. So cute. Okay, and I'm going to do a snowflake as well, but I'm going to do two colors. I'm going to do 37 and 34. I'll kind of blend the two a little bit. And then we end up with a really cool kind of ombre color. I'm just using the outline. It is a multi-layer one, but I'm just going to use the outline. And I don't want all this extra stuff, so I'm using my sticky pad for that extra stuff. And let's put this over here in that kind of blank space. There. Our happy little snowman. With his teal scarf. So cute. Okay, so the other thing that we have on here, which is a ton of fun, is we've got little stacks of birds. So they're a little bit more fun to put together. So let's do that together. And we're going to do that on this little baby nail. So maybe we should do the little baby ones. Or can we get the bigger ones on here? You know what? What's going to tell us? This guy. So we could go the baby ones that go with the little snowman. Just put them on. But I think these guys, this cute little stack will fit. So let's go ahead and do them. Easier to see. Get cleaned up a little bit before we get started with that. Okay, that's this guy up here that's right beside our snowman that we put on our thumb. Okay, so centers on this guy, I used the white as the center. So why don't we continue with that and do the same? The center. I guess their faces is what I'm trying to say. Okay, clean up some extra that we don't need. Oh, it's not going to come off. So, grab your sticky. And get that off. Okay, so they've got hats, but not super tall hats. So let's just literally center this. Boom, down. Okay. And then we used kind of a mid-tone here, number 115. For the next layer, which is basically their bodies. Okay, so that bottom one, I'm going to picture him, and then the top one. And in theory, our center guy should just fall into place. And he did, so that's good. All right, now we need wings. And we went with a little bit lighter, so 117 is our wings. Looks like that's also going to be our little eyes. So make sure, we want to make sure it's dark enough that those are going to show. Clean off the extra. Sometimes it's weird, you're looking going, wait, is that extra or do I need that? So make sure that you're not cleaning off bits that are actually, you know, little eyes or little details, because then you end up looking going, wait a second, where the heck did this little guy's eyes go? Okay, so on the bottom one here, I'm going to put that wing right in that void spot. And then again at the top, I'm looking at that fella and just tucking that in the right spot. And you can see we're building out our little birdies. Okay, so the next step is going to give us, if you look here, let's grab this one. The next step is going to give us our little scarves and our hats. And then the time after that is going to be pom-poms. Okay, so scarves and hats. What color do we want our scarves and hats? Let's go teal. Do we want this shimmery teal or do we want to do a solid teal? Let's grab a solid teal. Let's go 97. And I'm going to need to clean this off just a tiny bit. Because I came over into those little guys when I was scraping. Make sure we're clean. Okay. Scarves and toques. And there we go. Get rid of that guy. We don't need those. So we know where it's going to go on the top guy, and we know where it's going to go on the bottom guy. And then the middle guy just kind of comes along for the ride. Okay. I love it. And let's go pink for our pom-poms. Number 86 again. So that is going to give us pom-poms and little details on our toques. And there's all those little bits. Okay. So pom-pom at the top. Slowly roll it down. And now we've got all our little birdies with their little toques. What I don't see is their little eyes. So I'm going to go back and I'm just going to pick up the eyes on that top one. So as always, boom, right there to pick it up. And now I'm just going to put his little eyes. He's got a beak and an eye right there. I'm using black. And then I'm going to go and grab this guy who's looking straight at us. So his is just in the center there. One, two, three. I don't want those little side pieces, so I'm going to take those off and then give him his little face. Boop. And now we'll do the little guy on the bottom, same thing. He's right there with his little beak and his little eye. So knowing that, next time I do this image, I would probably use something much darker. And then you wouldn't have to come along and do this. Not that it's a hardship, it's so cute. There we go. There is our little stack of birds playing in the snow with matching toques and scarves. Check it out. So cute. Happy little winter scene here with our birds and our snowmen. Well, thank you so much for being a Plate of the Month member. Thanks for watching our video, and we will see you next month with another video and a couple more plates.